Today I'm visiting with Marta Williams, who's a weaver and a spinner. She's going to show me how to actually spin yarn, and you've got to check out the dress that she made. We're trying to figure out what the easiest one for me to try to learn, right? The pedal, holding on to the yarn.
Okay, I'm going to have you pedal.
Okay.
We're going to make the wheel go around clockwise, and I'll help you get started.
Is there a certain...
That's good size, and you can see it's going to keep...
Oops.
You want to keep going clockwise, so you have to keep going fast enough to go clockwise.
Fast enough to go clockwise.
Fast enough to keep it going clockwise. You can see this goes, and what it's doing, it's twisting this, and I'm just going to feed it in there slowly.
This is harder than it looks. You must have really strong leg muscles, huh?
So my right hand is preventing the twist from going any further up into the rest of the roving. And I'm allowing the wheel to pull the yarn in as you are, and there I just...
I've already got leg fatigue. Do you ever get leg fatigue?
Yes, yeah. So, if you want, you want to try? All right.
Oops. It broke off.
It broke off.
Is that my fault?
No.
So Marta, tell me a little bit about the Weavers Guild of Kalamazoo. I know they celebrated a 50th anniversary.
Its official start for the Weavers Guild of Kalamazoo was back in 1968, hence the 50 years. Prior to that, there were groups of the same women who met pre-Weavers Guild of Kalamazoo. So it was in the works for a while before 1968, but the first official meeting was in 1968. There were 19 women who started the guild. We call them our charter members. The member number has swelled to over 120.
And then tell me about the book. You brought a book along.
I did. To help celebrate our 50th anniversary, we have published a book that covers the yearbook swatches. Every year we publish a directory since 1973, and in that directory the cover contained a piece of fabric. So what we've done is that we have shown all of these pieces of fabric in this book. You open this up, try and find a good one. This is for 1996, 1997. This is a close-up of the fabric. And if you open it up...
And is that called a particular style?
Well, this one was actually a Bateman weave. Dr. Bateman was a weaver. He was a chemist who became a weaver, and he did a lot of different types of weave structures. So this is actually one of the Bateman weave structures also. The little
history there of the weaver.
The weaver.
Esther James, and she was a charter member. We were just talking about that.
Yes. She's over 100 years old. She just stopped weaving last year.
Esther's favorite weaving goes in one direction, Bateman. This goes, your dress goes in one direction. Wow, and this goes.
And then this is the shorthand that weavers use in order to create the...
It looks like a very complicated pattern.
Once you know it, it's not so bad. All right, I'm gonna back it up a little bit.
Okay.
You're going to take this, I'm going to pull it apart a little bit. So your forward hand, and it can be right or left.
Like that?
You're going to hold it, but you're going to allow it, you're not going to pinch it so tight that it can't move through it, but you're going to pinch it tight enough that it just won't pull it in.
Okay.
And with this hand, you'll
straighten
sort of guide it and straighten it and make it the width you want it.
Let's give it a try.
Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Because it's going to pull on you. All right, so you're going to keep it between your fingers. Keep going. Pull this back.
Oops, it's going to tear, right?
Nope. If you keep it, let it twist a little tighter. There, that should be good.
Oops.
But you did it.
Oh my God, this is stressful. This isn't relaxing.
There's what you did.
Look at how uneven it is.
You know, experienced spinners This is how everybody starts. In
Yeah.
fact, this is pretty good because lots of times it's really, really
And I wasn't even working the pedal.
well.
That's with help. That's pretty. It's way different.
That's Gail Ross. It's a 2-block twill. You can see that the direction of the weaving goes in one direction.
Oh yeah.
And then,
and this kind of goes,
this-
does that kind of go across like that? And this one slips to the side?
yeah.
Yeah, these are beautiful. Another pattern that I liked was the next page. This one is really unusual.
So this is an overshot pattern, and that is where you have a ground cloth that holds the whole thing together, but your pattern or
What does that mean,
you
a
see-
ground cloth?
A ground cloth would be your over, under, over, under, over, under. So that's what stabilizes this, because as you can see, if you can see closely,
Long pieces,
there's long
yes.
floats on this, and if you only had those, the fabric would be really sleazy.
Unstable,
It would be
yeah.
unstable.
And what's interesting is even this looks different. Like this is more of a perfect kind of yarn, and then you go up here, and it's kind of the texture of this. It just
Yes.
kind of pops.
That is part of what is the allure of weaving. I mean, someone can do this same pattern but use different yarns, and you can get a totally different feel.
Right.
Experienced spinners always start out this way, but as you get more experience, you make more even yarn. And lots of times you want to have like a novelty, what they would call a novelty yarn,
Yeah.
where it has clumps.
Well, that is
It's not
definitely a
even.
novelty yarn.
Yours.
Thank you. Thank you.
Support for Kalamazoo Lively Arts is provided by the Irving S. Gilmore Foundation, helping to build and enrich the cultural life of Greater Kalamazoo.